Good afternoon. I'm Willie Smith, and I serve as chairman of the Covington Electric Board of Trustees. I want to welcome you to the 2023 Covington Electric Virtual Annual Meeting. We have a lot of information to share with you today, including financial highlights, important milestones, community involvement, election results, and updates on major projects. This year, we once again conducted the trustee election by electronic or mail-in balloting. This process allows Covington to have a much larger participation that truly represents the membership as a whole. Every co-op member with an active electorate account had the opportunity to vote in this year's election and to be entered into the drawing for valuable bill credits without ever leaving the comfort of their homes. Whether we choose to host an in-person annual meeting again in the future or not, we will continue to hold our annual elections by electronic or mail-in balloting, because not only is it easier, but it also better reflects the democratic principle that every cooperative embodies. As always, safety of the co-op membership, employees, and the public is our number one priority, especially when Covington Electric employees are out of our service area helping other co-ops with storm restoration work. In October of 2022, Covington Electric sent a power line construction crew to assist Lee County Electric Cooperative with their massive power restoration. These efforts followed the widespread destruction caused by Hurricane Ian. This deadly storm made landfall near Fort Myers, Florida on September the 28th as a Category 4 hurricane, leaving 90% of Lee County's members stranded without electricity. Our crew did a fantastic job assisting Lee County, and they demonstrated neighbors helping neighbors philosophy at its best. Relative to finance, let me remind you that our annual financial report includes year-end financials and can be found in the April issue of Alabama Living. Covington Electric will retire capital credits this year in the amount of $500,000. We continue the practice of applying capital credits to active accounts, and for inactive accounts, a check will be mailed to the last known address for amounts of $30 or more. For inactive accounts with capital credits of less than $30, these accounts will be accrued until the amount reaches $30 and then a check will be mailed. Covington Electric experienced several big changes last year and in recent months, but one of the most noteworthy is the changing of the guard at the highest level. Our longtime CEO, Ed Short, retired on January 31st. After more than 5 decades of service at Covington. His many accomplishments and contributions to the co-op were highlighted in a featured article about his career in the January issue of Alabama Living. On behalf of the Covington Electric Board of Trustees, I'd like to thank Ed Short once again for his dedication and leadership. At this time, I'm going to ask that you stay with us, as several co-op employees will be sharing important information relative to your cooperative in the upcoming segments of this broadcast. Now I'd like to introduce our new CEO, Mark Parker, who will be providing his comments and additional information regarding the co-op's achievements in 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Smith. Hello, I am Mark Parker, and I'm honored to be serving the Covington Electric membership as President and CEO. While I am new to this position, I'm not new to the co-op. I have worked here in various roles for the last 36 years. I have been heavily involved in the implementation of several new technologies, including the first CEC computer network, the prepaid program, the dispatch system, and Buzz Broadband project. I'm eager to lead CEC as we work together to find new ways to be more efficient in providing the best service possible at the most affordable cost. I'm happy to report that CEC accomplished several noteworthy goals in 2022, including the completion of our community solar garden, the major expansion of Buzz Broadband, and the enhanced utilization of technology to improve productivity, service, and reliability. Many of you have probably seen CEC's community solar garden located across the street from our main office in Sanford. This program gives our members who are uncertain about solar power an easy option for exploring its benefits. Installing rooftop solar panels can be expensive and may require navigating local zoning laws. Community solar makes it easy for members to power their homes with renewable energy right away. Participants sign a 12-month agreement to buy an average of 155 kilowatt hours of solar-generated electricity each month at a flat rate of $20. Participation in the program will not lower a subscriber's electric bill. Rather, it's an easy way for CEC members to support renewable energy right here in their community. If you are interested in participating in the Solar Garden program, you can sign up through our website or call our office and speak to a member services representative. In addition to completing our community solar garden, we are very pleased with the progress made in the build-out of Buzz Broadband. Buzz is bringing fast, reliable fiber broadband to homes and businesses throughout the CEC service area, making it possible for many in our area to get a dependable internet connection. This fiber connection is helping improve how locals work, learn, enjoy entertainment, and more. Buzz Broadband brings top quality internet with equal upload-download speeds of 200 megabits per second up to 2 gigabits per second without data caps or contracts. We experienced temporary delays early on with the project due to labor shortages and supply chain issues. Our team of dedicated employees and contractors have worked diligently to overcome these challenges, and I am happy to report we currently serve over 2,800 customers in the CEC service area, and we're adding more every week. At this time, William Baines, our Director of Telecom Services, will give an update on the Buzz Fiber project.
Hello everyone, I'm William Baines, Director of Telecom Services for Buzz Broadband. First, I'd like to thank each of you for attending the 2023 annual meeting for Covington Electric Cooperative and allowing me to provide an update about Buzz Broadband. As most of you know, Buzz Broadband is a wholly owned subsidiary of Covington Electric Cooperative. Many of our members live in rural areas that did not previously have access to reliable broadband. Covington Electric's leadership and board of directors recognize this technology gap. Therefore, Buzz Broadband was created to offer fast, affordable, and reliable internet services to all co-op members. Buzz Broadband started installing fiber in early 2021, and by June of that year, we'd completed our backbone, or ring, that connects most of our substations. This ring consists of 204 miles of fiber optic cables. This is used for broadband traffic and to monitor power components in our substations. Immediately following the completion of the backbone, we started constructing the fiber to the home portion of our network. To date, we have completed about 1,350 miles of this portion of the build. Combined with the ring, it represents about 1,550 miles of mainline fiber that have been built in the Covington Electric footprint. We have roughly 40 miles remaining to complete the mainline build-out. Many members ask, with so much fiber built, why can't I get Buzz yet? To help explain this, I'd like to provide some details on the build-out steps. Once the mainline construction is completed, we need to place devices that allow us to connect to your homes. We call these devices MSTs. This is where we connect individual fiber services to the mainline fiber. We currently have about 85% of these MSTs hung across the system. Once the MSTs are in place, we splice the cables together to create the connectivity needed to serve each area. Fiber splicing is a tedious task and is very time-consuming. Fiber optic cables contain many strands that are smaller than a human hair. With something so small, you need specialized equipment and well-trained splicers to complete this task. Once the splicing is complete, we complete a final QC and then prepare to open the area for installs. As of today, we've completed about 55% of the splicing and activation, and about 52% of the fiber serving areas are open. About 8,500 members have pre-registered for service so far. This pre-registration process shows us that you're interested in our service and allows us to notify you when the area is open. The level of interest and high number of pending installs makes it difficult to complete the installs as quickly as we'd like. Please know that we are working every day to speed up the process and to activate as many Buzz Broadband customers as possible. I've heard it said many times, the Covington electric system was built over the past 80 years, but we're trying to cover the exact same area with broadband in just a fraction of that time. Over the past 2 years, we've been impacted by supply chain issues and continued price increases. We remain hopeful that these issues are behind us and no longer slow the project. Before I close, I'd like to provide a brief update on budgets and the number of Buzz Broadband subscribers. We've spent roughly 60% of our construction budget, and we project that we're going to be able to remain at or below the original budget. We have also made great progress meeting our build-out goals for our state and federal grants. We're currently working to complete the closeout steps for our Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs grant. For our federal Rural Digital Opportunity Funding grant, we've completed over 56% of the build-out goals. We're reaching these milestones much earlier than the grant requires. We now have over 2,800 Buzz Broadband customers connected, and we hope to continue to increase the number of installs each week until every interested member is connected. In closing, we know each of you are interested in seeing this project completed quickly, safely, and in a cost-effective manner. I'd like to thank you for your patience as we work to do just that. There has been a tremendous amount of work completed by a team of consultants, contractors, vendors, and employees to make this project a success. This work will provide a world-class fiber optic broadband network that will serve our members for many decades in the future. We are anxious to see the future educational and economic opportunities that will be created by having fast, reliable broadband for our entire Covington Electric footprint. Again, we thank you for your support.
Buzz isn't the only technological advancement happening at CEC. When I first joined the co-op in 1987, members still read their own meters and returned a card with their energy usage so we could calculate their monthly bill. To say a lot has changed since then would be a great understatement. We have implemented several new technologies and software upgrades that have enabled CEC to work more efficiently and improve service reliability. Sophisticated computer networks, advanced software, and smart meters have drastically changed daily operations at CEC. These technologies led to the creation of a centralized dispatch system that streamlines service orders, outage restoration, billing, and more. Our member services representatives now have highly efficient means to quickly process payments, address member inquiries in real time, and improve productivity and customer service as a whole. CEC members have more ways to pay their electric bill thanks to technology, including a prepay option, which removes the need for disconnect and late fees. Members can also choose their own billing cycle, which can help families with tight budgets. One of the most useful benefits of enhanced technology is the ability for members to monitor their energy usage daily. Members can easily log into their account online, view an energy analysis of their usage, and they can also sign up to receive email notifications and alerts. We encourage all CEC members to take advantage of these useful online tools. Our engineering department has several innovative tools of their own to effectively manage the CEC electric distribution system. They can create detailed, cost-effective designs for building new facilities and quickly identify, analyze, and solve problems with more ease and accuracy. Our engineers can also better prioritize changing workloads and recommend new procedures to produce the most efficient electrical distribution system possible. At this time, I would like to introduce our Public Relations and Marketing Manager, Patty C., who will discuss CEC's member services and community involvement.
Hello. I'm pleased to share a few of the ways that Covington Electric is serving our members and our communities through educational programs, charitable sponsorships, and member services. Several of our initiatives include the Bright Ideas Grant Program for teachers, youth tours, scholarships, safety demonstrations, the H2O water heater program, heat pump rebates, the CEC app, and more. Last year, the co-op awarded grants through Bright Ideas to 40 local teachers. These grants help educators implement special projects in their classrooms. We have awarded approximately $140,000 in grants through Bright Ideas since it was first offered 7 years ago. In March, CEC chaperoned 11 high school juniors to Montgomery, where they joined more than 130 students to participate in the State Youth Tour program. Students were selected through an essay competition held last fall. Participants have so much fun developing leadership skills through team building activities, learning about issues impacting our state, and making new friends along the way. The purpose of Youth Tour is to inform young people how cooperatives benefit their members, learn about government, enhance leadership skills, and meet other students from across the state and nation while visiting historical sites and landmarks. We're very excited to be participating in the Washington Youth Tour for the first time since 2019. The pandemic put a halt to the national program over the last few years, but we're back, and CEC is sending 4 delegates to D.C. for a week-long trip in June. These students were selected through an interview competition held on March 24th. The Washington Youth Tour winners are Cora Rosdick, Landon Hanks, Briley Douglas, and Aubrey Pittman. In other community involvement news, we continue to offer scholarships to eligible high school seniors, conduct electrical safety demonstrations and wiring classes upon request, support school sports and bands through sponsorships and advertisements, child advocacy centers, literacy programs, blood drives, community Christmas, a charitable softball tournament for the families of fallen linemen, and career fairs, just to name a few. Each year, CEC employees participate in several high school career fairs within our service area. These events introduce students to various careers and provides them with opportunities to ask questions and learn about jobs that are available in their own communities. The biggest event that we participate in each year is the World of Works Career Expo, held at the Kiwanis Fairgrounds and the Covington Arena. It was held in November last year with hundreds of students attending. Many were surprised to learn about the wide variety of jobs available at utilities. We want young people to know that not all great jobs and careers require a 4-year degree. Young people can earn a very good living if they're willing to work and develop special skills such as electrical, plumbing, carpentry, cosmetology, information technology, fiber technician, lineman, and many medical occupations as well. While CEC does have jobs that require degrees, like accounting and communications, we also have many great paying jobs that may only require a technical degree or no degree at all with the right experience. I said this last year, and it's worth repeating. Please make sure the upcoming high school seniors in your life know about scholarship opportunities and urge them to apply. Many of our tech scholarships that we offer have no applicants, and therefore they go unawarded. Changing gears, I would like to remind our members about the H2O water heater program. CEC sells 50-gallon water heaters to its members at the discounted price of $150. We offer free water heaters to members who change from gas to electric and to those who upgrade their old heating and cooling units to qualifying high-efficiency heat pumps. All free or discounted water heaters must be equipped with a load control switch under the H2O program. This switch allows the co-op to cycle units for short periods of time, usually between 2 and 4 hours, a few times each year. By managing energy usage when demand is extremely high, our wholesale power provider, PowerSouth, can reduce peak demands during those times when energy is most expensive. CEC members still have plenty of hot water in their tanks, and we're better equipped to handle extreme energy demands when they arise. I would like to remind our members about the free CEC app. You can do so many things using this app, like monitor your daily energy usage, pay your bill, or report an outage. It's a great tool that makes connecting with your co-op super easy. Information about all of the programs and services that CEC offers can be found on our website at covington.coop. I want to thank you for your time this afternoon. We know you're busy and that time is precious, and that's why we're committed to providing reliable services and beneficial programs to our members who own this cooperative. That's you and your neighbors. Now I believe Mr. Parker has a few closing remarks.
Thank you, Patty. Whether we're talking about supporting education initiatives, promoting energy efficiency, or building out Buzz Broadband, there is a financial component to everything we do. We know that it's imperative to make wise use of the revenue CEC receives, and to be transparent with our members regarding CEC's financial information. That's why we publish an annual report each year that details the co-op's revenue, expenses, assets, liabilities, and equities. You can find this report in the April issue of the Alabama Living magazine. As we have stated before, CEC is required to meet specific revenue requirements by its lenders to help ensure the co-op's financial stability is not jeopardized. 2022 was a volatile year for nearly every sector of the business world, and electric utilities were no different. Inflation, supply chain issues, and rising natural gas prices greatly affected electric rates. Even during these uncertain times, our wholesale power provider, PowerSouth, took measures such as selling hedging positions and spreading additional costs for natural gas into 2023 to help lessen the impact on wholesale power costs. PowerSouth continues to explore and secure a diversified power supply with 24/7 reliability, while also meeting growing pressure from the federal government to incorporate more renewables into the mix. Even with these and other cost-saving efforts, we had to increase rates last year in the fourth quarter to meet CEC's financial obligations. In November 2022, CEC's KWH rate went from 0.09999 to 0.12208, leaving the access charge of $47.92 unchanged, and took the power cost adjustment back to zero. Another factor that impacted our electric rates was the condensing of the time frame for the build-out of Buzz Broadband. The time frame was changed because of the pandemic, which made it abundantly clear that rural areas urgently needed access to better high-speed internet. We were already living in a web-based world, but everything seemed to go virtual in a matter of days. CEC saw a desperate need in the communities we serve, and it stepped up to meet that challenge. In doing so, the co-op borrowed money at a faster pace than originally planned. This decision was not an easy one to make, but it was the right one to make because it's getting a vital service to our members more quickly, and it's also helping to close the digital gap between rural and urban areas. CEC is still pursuing additional broadband grants, and we're working with our lenders to help secure the required funds needed to complete this monumental project. The good news is that as we continue to add customers and Buzz Broadband becomes profitable, any margins left over after all expenses have been paid will be rolled into capital credits for CEC members. The last topic I want to discuss today is safety. Nothing is more important, and everyone has a role in prioritizing safety. Thousands of people are critically injured or killed in the U.S. every year because of electrocution or electrical accidents in the home. Electricity powers our daily lives, but we know firsthand how dangerous it can be because we work with it 365 days a year. Our employees, particularly our line workers, attend regular safety training sessions and conduct safety briefs every day to help ensure they can perform their duties and go home to their families every afternoon. To help educate our members, their children, and the public about electrical safety, we conduct electrical safety demonstrations in schools and at special events. We publish articles in Alabama Living about electrical safety, and we provide brochures on the subject in the lobbies at the CEC offices in Sanford and Enterprise. We also have detailed safety information available on our website, covington.coop. I encourage you to talk with your children and grandchildren about playing it safe and smart around electricity. Make them aware of overhead power lines and about the hazards they pose. CEC has free electrical safety activity books for children that are provided in many classrooms and available to individual members upon request. I would like to close this afternoon by thanking you, the CEC membership, for your support and cooperation. Our purpose at CEC is to safely provide outstanding service to our co-op members, and we welcome your input. Please feel free to reach out to our staff or myself with any concerns or feedback that you wish to share. Thank you for participating in your 2023 CEC annual meeting. We will now share the results of this year's board elections and the top 6 bill credit prize winners.